People are constantly progressing in every possible field, including sports. What we thought was impossible to do in the NBA 30 years ago is seen in some college games nowadays, and young basketball players are becoming more and more talented with better and better characteristics. 25-inch vertical jumps are no longer considered big, as most players can jump easily over 35 inches now. Still, there are young people struggling to get their vertical jump high enough. That is the reason for the countless of existing training programs out there which promise you to give you 10 to 15 extra inches on your jump. Vert Shock is one of those programs, and we decided to give it a full review 2 months ago. Today, we are back with the results and wanted to share our full Vert Shock review with you. Does it work? How long-lasting are the effects? Will anybody be able to go through the program? You are about to find out. What is Vert Shock and why do you need it? Vert Shock is a system which is relatively new to the internet, and its main promise is to increase your vertical by at least 10 inches in just 2 months. That, for most people, seems insane and impossible at first, but it didn't seem impossible to the two creators Adam Foker and Justin Darlington. We will take a deeper look into them, who they are, and what they do, but now let's keep going with their product. The approach this program takes is a little unorthodox and uses a very high-intensity plyometrics to achieve maximum results in a minimum amount of time. We don't normally believe those online program courses to be true, but anything that involves playing basketball more is always welcomed, so we decided to at least give it a try. The beauty of this product is that the result you will get will happen within the money-back period of 2 months, and therefore if you aren't satisfied you can always ask for your money back. The first thing we did, as we do with any other online training course, was to check the reviews. Reviews can often be biased and even purchased, but if you know how to filter the fake ones from the real people giving their honest opinion, you will always be able to find out whether a product is good or bad. Even the most negative reviews were somewhat positive, as they stated that there was progress but not as big as 15 inches. Our first thought was that those people didn't really go through the whole course properly and therefore only achieved partial results. The amount of reviews from people claiming they got a 10+ inch vertical jump improvement was astonishing, clearly showing us that whatever this program was, it was done in a right way. Either way, we decided to go all in and buy the program. Before we tell you a little more about the exercises there and what they are aimed at, let's get to know the two founders of Vert Shock a little bit better, shall we? Who are Adam Foker and Justin Darlington? Adam Foker is the creator of this program. He grew up playing basketball, and by the time he was in high school he was already one of the best players in his country, Canada. After he grew up he played basketball in Division I in the NCAA for the team known as UC Irvine. Nowadays he is playing professionally overseas. At the main page of the product you will see a confession of his that when he started playing, unlike the other players, he could barely get to the rim and had nothing special in him in terms of athletic capabilities. Still, he ended up training in one of the biggest teams in the NCAA and playing with NBA players, so our thoughts were that whatever he has to say in terms of training might prove at least a bit useful. The next person involved in this program is Justin Darlington. You may have heard of him under the pseudonym Jus Fly. He is one of, if not the, best dunkers in the world for the past few years. His vertical is the whopping 53 inches, and he has used it for winning one of the biggest dunk contests, including a Nike contest alongside Lebron and Anthony Davis. Justin is so good that he actually trains professional NBA players how to jump higher. Coming from a person that does this for a living, you can bet that he has developed some of the best jumping tactics and techniques. With their product, most of that knowledge and methods are at our disposal. Let's take a look at what Vert Shock offers us. Package details: with this program you will get access to a ton of products, but the most important ones are the Stage 1, 2, and 3 guides. Apart from them, you will be getting the 4 Vertical Jump Killers ebook. This book will explain which are the 4 things people do wrong when trying to raise the bar for their vertical jump. The 5 Dirty Secrets to Jumping Higher guide. This is the part where you get to know Justin's dirty little tricks to jumping higher. He lays them out in a well-spoken manner and shows you what it takes to be a world-class jumper. Jumper's Diet Checklist. This isn't exactly a diet, but it shows you which foods will work the best with your new regimen. An app for weekly check-ins. This is a newsletter of sorts which helps you get used to the exercises better by giving you further tips and tricks. The NBA Jump Secrets revealed guide. The Power Leak Fix for Overnight Hops. Olympic High Jump Hacks revealed the slingshot secret to instantly jumping higher. Vert Shock Maintenance Program. Dunno Workout Vert Tracker Workbook. All these DVDs, apps, books, and other programs are included now in the package you will be getting, which we think is hands down the best deal in the whole internet right now. The amount of knowledge poured into making these videos and tutorials is insane, and getting them for free is the best thing that can happen to your vertical jump and basketball capabilities. How does this program work? Vert Shock works by getting you through different stages called Stage 1, Stage 2, and Stage 3. These programs use high-impact methods which target the nervous system more than the muscles. The main target are the nerves in your legs. The plyometrics it uses are meant to focus your type 2 muscle fibers, which are also known as fast twitch fibers. The main goal is simple. Make your muscles as fast as possible in order to generate as much force as they can in as little time as possible. That will propel you into the air higher than type 1 fibers can. Now, let's take a look at the stages involved with the main part of Vert Shock. The 3 stages, as we already mentioned. The length of this course is 8 weeks. Those 8 weeks are broken down into 3 different phases or stages called pre-shock, shock, post-shock. The pre-shock stage, Stage 1, or also known as the pre-shock stage, happens during the first of these 8 weeks. It is designed to prepare your body of what lies ahead. There are tons of plyometric exercises in this stage that will be repeated again and again in the next 7 weeks. Going through most reviews, we saw that during just this stage, people have gained at least a few inches of vertical jump. We didn't see any significant result, but one member of our team said he got 4 inches measured in his track book, which was incredible already. This first week might seem like the hardest to you, but going through it properly ensures a successful run until the end of the program. It isn't the most intensive, but since these workouts will be new to your body, you would find them extremely difficult at first. The shock stage. This stage is where the actual exercises begin and is the biggest part of this 8 weeks course. It is super intense and very crucial to the effect you will get from Vert Shock. If you have gotten through the first stage, at this point you will be used to feeling tired and your legs hurting. The good thing is that your body will start adjusting during this stage and you will find yourself craving for more of these workouts pretty soon, trust us. The main goal of this stage is for your fast twitch muscles to learn to explode through various plyometric and strengthening exercises. As soon as they start generating a lot of concentrated power, your legs will be able to propel you way easier into the air. By the end of this stage you should have around 10 inches of vertical. Our guy had 13. Less than that will mean that you skipped classes, while more than that will mean that you are a natural at jumping and your muscle fibers are tuned to such kind of exercises genetically. For the best shooting drills which will take your accuracy and concentration to the next level, click here. The post-shock stage. This is the stage that lets your body rest and allows your muscles to recover. Everything here is geared towards activating the muscle memory you obtained during the past 2 months. Every hour of work you put into this, now your body has to instantly recognize when repeated and react in the way you want it to. This stage is 1 week long and its main goal is to test your vertical and make sure its height is consistent in 100 out of 100 jumps. You will start feeling lighter and even excited from the fact that your legs can take you to new heights now. There are only 4 workouts in this week with a sum of 2 hours in total. The elastic fibers in your thighs will feel as if you've lost 20 pounds of weight in those 2 months. A little more about the routines. The few things that are really special about these 8 weeks of your life is that you won't have to go to a gym or have to lift anything. This program does not require any additional gear or gym trips, which makes it truly remarkable for people who cannot afford those things or simply want to work with their own body weight due to joint issues or something else. As we pointed out, everything here is based on plyometrics, meaning that every exercise is fast and repeated stretching of your muscles, specially designed to increase their strength and reaction time. It also improves the connections, synapse, between your nerve cells and the muscle cells. That allows for faster signal traveling and stronger signal potency, leading to a stronger contraction of the muscle cell. In other words, this program doesn't add much strength to your body but rather decreases the strength handicap of your body, allowing it to utilize its resources better. All in all, for all those people who don't have gym access or don't want to lift weights, this is the perfect program. Our team member did all the exercises in a gym environment, but that isn't necessary. There is a separate, complex training routines, program that consists of weightlifting exercises which focus your quadriceps and posterior muscles, glutes, calves, hamstrings, etc. It increases strength contrary to Vert Shock that just focuses it in the right direction. With this routing, every muscle fiber that you add up to your muscles will be pure explosiveness, and they are also not for everyone in terms of intensity. They are combined with a bit of plyometrics, but the sets of exercises here are definitely going to make some people give up. If you have a gym membership, make sure you include those exercises, but also try including more protein to your diet as well as something for your recovery, since you will be adding a lot of stress during the shock stage combined with these weightlifting exercises. So, after you are done with the course, there will be one very important question needing an answer. Does Vert Shock really work? Just like with any other program on the internet, Vert Shock is surrounded with a lot of uncertainty. This is because you won't be supervised while training, and nobody knows whether you will follow the instructions laid out for you exactly as they are. Most people slack when it comes to exercises and then complain that there is no visible effect. For that reason, we cannot guarantee this will work for everyone. For the people willing to put up the work, though, Vert Shock will greatly reward them by making their upright jump a lot higher. People who never touched the rim start touching it and even going beyond it. People who never dunked are starting to do dunks all the time. Our team member, which we basically used as a guinea pig, showed us he got a 11-inch result right after the program, which went down to 9 in the long run, which isn't the great 15 inches Vert Shock promises, but then again he obviously stopped keeping his muscles in shape after the program ended. This is why this product includes tutorials on teaching you how to develop a training culture and habits that will not only keep you healthier but will maintain the achieved results for a longer period of time. It just is crucial to remember that you simply cannot slack off during this course. The more you do it, the worse results you will get, and as with any high-intensity workout, you can injure yourself if you do not stretch properly before and after. Having a bad diet while putting your body through this can also affect your progress negatively. All these negatives are explained in the bonus DVD you are getting called, The 4 Vertical Jump Killers. This, as well as many other tutorials and tips, come for free when you get the whole Vert Shock package. Want to train jumping higher in your driveway in front of your house? Check out the Spalding NBA basketball system we got for you that is portable and ideal for people who don't have a basketball court in their region. So, all that brings us to one of our final questions. Is it all worth it? We will be straight with you here, it is. No other online program currently offers you this much information at this low of a price. You get countless of DVDs, tutorials, and priceless tips from 2 of the best players on earth for a price which rivals some other single exercise programs. Here, you will be getting training advice, training courses, eating advice and tips, as well as insight for some of the tricks the professional dunkers use. Think of it as having a personal coach that will change your basketball game completely in just 2 months. Where you couldn't dunk before, you will be able now. Where you couldn't block, you will block now. Even your shots will become more accurate as your body will become more fine-tuned to jumping and coordinating your nervous and muscle systems. After your jump gets enhanced, you will get a new confidence in your plays and might even want to test out something more professional like a league in your hometown or some friendly neighborhood competition. The major problem which people have with this program, as we already said a few times, is that it is very intense. People think that their investment isn't worth it since they aren't sure in themselves or in their bodies. Once again, the awesome part about it all is that whether you like it or not, whether there is an observable effect or not, you will absolutely be able to get your money back if something doesn't go by your taste. So once again, to a question whether this whole thing is worth it, yes it is. Now, let's go through some of the things we loved about the program, as well as some of the things we didn't like as much. Pros and cons of Vert Shock. What we take as huge advantages are: you don't have to have any type of special fitness gear. All you need is a hefty dose of motivation and a strong will to push it until the end. Everything here is based on plyometrics that are proven to work in a bunch of other cases in sports. The members lounge at the Vert Shock site has videos for each exercise showing you exactly what you need to be doing. It is safe to do for growing people. It won't stop any sort of progress in terms of jumping or basketball skills, so if you are under 18, this program is just as perfect for you as it is for a grown professional. Even if you aren't athletic, you will be able to go through this program with a little bit of dedication. There is a nice forum where you can share stats and experience or even ask other people who have gone through the program. There is also a face-to-face system of mentoring. Adam actually answers questions himself and will help you if you need. The instructions are easy to follow through even if you are alone and have no prior experience with such online courses. You can access your Vert Shock product from any device you want. That way you will be able to go out on the court with just your smartphone and keep progressing there. You will be getting weekly check-ins to make sure you are pushing forward and staying in track. Lastly, all you get here is a digital copy, meaning you will get your product seconds after you are done purchasing it with no arrival times and no waiting periods. Right now there is a huge discount where you are getting every possible Vert Shock DVD and other programs for free. What we didn't really like and considered disadvantages of this program are: if you already jump high, this program won't help you at all. For example, we spoke to a pro who had a 44-inch vertical and he said that such exercises won't do anything for him. Instead, he had to emphasize on advanced plyometrics and other similar routines. You will need an internet connection to access the program. If your browser is slow or not updated, some of the site's videos won't load. Your legs will feel super tired, especially after the first few weeks. It is important to push through that pain and fatigue. There are a lot of ads for other products on the site. Vert Shock doesn't provide a lot of scientific explanation behind its claims, so you will have to do the digging on your own. Okay, so this program will improve your vertical jump, but what about your ball handling skills? Check out this full article on the topic to learn what it takes to have great control of the ball and become a better basketball player. Conclusion and rating: Vert Shock is a great online program that claims to improve your vertical jump with anywhere from 10 to 15 inches. It is dealing with high-intensity plyometric exercises which rewire your nervous and muscle systems in your legs, making them more reactive and more explosive. Whether it works or not depends on how much work you will put into it. We made a team member of ours who plays basketball regularly go through the whole course, and he first gained 11 inches and then dropped to 9 as a permanent effect. This, combined with many more positive testimonials, is a reason enough for us to trust it. But then again, this is an online course and nobody can supervise you during it, meaning people can slack and skip vital parts. At the end, those who didn't endure or didn't have the necessary motivation will have worse results, but that will be a progress as well. The program comes with tons of extra DVD, tutorials, and items you will be getting that are all free of charge currently on the Vert Shock website. Jus Fly has awesome videos on there in which he teaches you some of the dirty tricks to better jumps. Seriously, there is no better thing than getting advice from one of the world's best dunkers right now. Overall, the program is hard to go through and requires a decent amount of motivation, energy and will. For those who endure, there will be a great reward. For those who don't or simply don't see a point in continuing with it, there is a 60 days money-back guarantee. As a whole, we rate this program 4.5 out of 5 stars since it isn't meant for all basketball players but only the ones that are physically capable of going through it all.